joy, passion, and dynamism.
Iconic, youthful, and historic, I would say.
Assertive, powerful, and creative.
Sheer driving pleasure. Freude am Fahren. BMW has a great history with the art cars, and it was always a part of BMW.
An art car is a car that was created by an artist as a unique piece of art. We've been having art cars for over 50 years now. The first artist was Alexander Calder, and he kicked it all off, and we continued ever since. The idea was actually born on the racetrack. It was a race driver and an art collector, Hervé Poulain, who was wanting to race in a race car that was created by an artist at the 24 Hours of Le Mans.
And BMW has got this fantastic heritage of bringing artists into Le Mans. I mean, Andy Warhol, Roy Lichtenstein, Jeff Koons as well, and that wonderful design that they have. What that gives to the spectators and the TV viewers is just something distinct and different. An art that actually is tangible, that you can see, hear, feel, and kind of interact with when you're at the circuit.
When the discussion started, there will be a new art car, there were several options. And then at the end, when we came up, let's say we go back to Le Mans 25 years later, and then we said, that's a perfect story at the end to bring again an art car onto the racetrack.
Activate.
The WEC Championship is one of the greatest championships when it comes to endurance racing. When you love endurance racing like BMW, then you have to be part of it.
BMW choosing to compete in the WEC was a natural progression of their motorsport program. They needed to join the party because other manufacturers were really getting stuck into a project.
WEC was a perfect opportunity for BMW and myself to really enter into a world-renowned championship against Ferrari, Toyota, and I'm very proud to be one of the drivers for them.
The WEC is perfect for an initiative like the art car because it's such an adventure. Not only the start of the race, the end of the race, but the preparation period, then the analysis and the learning that comes from it, particularly from an engineering point of view as well.
You can really design a car which has the look and feel of your own brand. It has this unique face. You see the kidneys. It's really nice to see, but also the technology.
You know it's a BMW. It's got that kind of snorkel look at the front of their car. You know, very unique kind of BMW styling.
Especially when you look, for example, on our drivetrain. I mean, we run there with a BMW V8 with a hybrid. It's the perfect platform also to show what we can do on the road, but also what we can do on the racetrack.
With the 20th BMW Art Car by Julie Miretu, we started in 2018. She had never worked in 3D before. She had never worked on sculpture before. She's a painter at heart. She works on canvas. The first time she really knew how to approach the BMW Art Car, she always says, was when she witnessed live the atmosphere, the energy, the dreams, the blood, sweat and tears that go into racing and being part of a racing team. And she talked to the engineers, she talked to the technicians, to the drivers. And that really also pushed her to develop her creative vision for the car.
I loved the one which we had this year in Le Mans. It was really a nice car. It was really a cool project to get this done from the beginning to the end.
Julie was sitting in her studio and she was looking at one of her canvases and she was looking at the model, and then she started pondering, what if the car would simply race through that painting and would sort of inhale it.
One of the ideas too is when the car moves through this painting, it's as if the painting is a portal and it's moving through time, as if it's like gone from one sense of dimension to another, and that dimension has altered the vehicle, right? That portal has fundamentally shifted the vehicle. But it also gives the idea that the car has kind of, you have all this debris and kind of jetsam and stuff, and on the car, kind of the remnants of that.
And then together with a big group of BMW experts, her studio team, they created digital imagery of the painting and used a 3D mapping process to lay it on top of the contours.
When you then see this nice painting from Julie Mereto going down on the Mulsanne Straight or in Le Mans, it was really unique.
I think every driver has its own identity, and then you've got the car livery on top of that as well. In my first Le Mans this year, we had the Art Car, which is something very special. It looked very different, had kind of graffiti effect going as well. You sat inside, so you cannot see everything how it looks, but on the TV, when you look back at it, it's obviously standing out a lot from the other cars. So it's always nice to have a car that stands out. And yeah, we obviously had one of those in Le Mans.
Julie really admires the work that Jenny Holzer has been doing as an artist. And also, if you look at the two models, both of them are hypercars. Both of them are really the future of racing. So there are a lot of references between these two vehicles, and we love always to see the two of them together. Julie called her car a performative painting. She actually always said that her art creation will only be over and done once the car has crossed the finish line. The artwork being on the racetrack is part of the artistic creation.
Racing is clearly an art form. It's a sporting quest. It's got athletes taking part in it. There's the design element, there's the technical input, there's the sporting and strategy.
At the end, art is definitely unique, but also what we do out there on the racetrack.
Dedication, passion, attention to detail, all of these things that are really pushing artists as well as they're pushing people working in the world of racing.
Being a racing driver or driving a lap is kind of art as well in a way. You're obviously fighting with the limits of the car, the limits of the track.
It's all part of the experience of getting over those bumps and over those hurdles. Art is kind of there to be felt, isn't it? I think it adds to the character and the journey of doing the art car in the first place. I mean, there's no point doing something as creative and as fantastic as that and then popping it in a museum. It has to have lived a little bit before it actually makes it to the museum.